body wall is the spleen. This is a lymphatic organ. Down here in the thigh, these green dots, the green dots are lymph nodes. So if you want to get technical, they're actually the inguinal lymph nodes, but if you just put lymph nodes, that's okay. And then these white vessels are lymphatic vessels. Okay, so the white vessels down here. So those are the three things for the lymphatic system. Next is respiratory. This blue structure up here is the larynx. Okay, so if I point to this on the test and say, what is this organ, which is what I would do on the torso, this is the larynx. This light blue tube that's going straight up and down, it's kind of partially blocked, but it's got the white stripes on it, that's the trachea. The trachea is the light blue tube with the white stripes. These branches are bronchi. It's very important that they're bronchi. They're not bronchioles. Bronchioles don't have cartilage rings in them. They're not microscopic. These are bronchi. Also, this arch here is the diaphragm. Diaphragm. Or, if I point to a lung and point to the bottom of it, this muscle on the bottom, this little thin edge of muscle, is also part of the diaphragm. Now, can you tell if that is your right or left lung?
Right.
It's the right lung. How can we tell? Because it has 3 lobes and it doesn't have a notch. Okay? So remember, we've got a superior, middle, and inferior lobe. Also, we have 2 fissures on the right lung. This one, anybody know? Oblique, very good. Remember, oblique means diagonal. And then this one going across?
Horizontal.
Horizontal fissure. So then this is the left lung, obviously smaller than the right, only has 2 lobes, also has an oblique fissure, and additionally has this notch where the heart touches it called the
Cardiac notch.
cardiac notch. So that's your respiratory structures. Okay, now digestive. First off, this orange tube is the esophagus. So this orange tube is the esophagus. A lot of these are removable organs, so we'll be looking at them here. Really, the only other digestive organ on the actual model is down here. This dark brown structure is the rectum. Okay, so down here, that's the rectum. Everything else is on these removable organs. So this organ right here is the stomach. Stomach. Note that this is the lesser curvature and this is the greater curvature. Also, the sphincter at the end of your stomach is the pyloric sphincter. I bet you know this organ?
The liver.
Liver, correct. So on the model, all you need to know is that this is the liver, and then this green sac underneath it is your green gallbladder. Okay, so that's all you have to know on the actual model. You need to know more on the pictures, but. All right, all of this material here, the beige colored area, that's small intestine. It's all small intestine. Now, the dark brown going around it is all part of the large intestine, but you need to know the sections. So if we look on the back, this sac here is the cecum. You can recognize the cecum because it's got this little wormy appendix attached to it. So this is the cecum. All of this is the colon, but remember it has sections. So this part going up on the right is ascending. This part going across,
Transverse.
transverse. This part going down,
Descending.
descending, and then this curvy part here
Sigmoid.
is the sigmoid colon. You also need to know the name of this sheet of membrane that covers a lot of your digestive organs. It's called the greater omentum. O-M-E-N-T-U-M. Greater omentum. It's colored yellow because there's a lot of fat stored in there. And then finally, anybody know what this little pointy guy is up here?
Appendix.
The pancreas.
Pancreas. There, looked at the appendix. That's the appendix.
Looking the other way.
Pointy pancreas is how I always think of it. So, sits right on top of the intestines. All right, so that's a lot of stuff to know on the torso model.